Hello, welcome to a new unboxing. Today will be a new quadcopter, a mini quadcopter side. This is a new Cheerson project. This is the CX-30. So already reviewed the CX-10, the CX-11, the Flying Eggs CX-205, and today will be a new model, the CX-30. So as you can see on the box, it's assumed to be a kind of mini DJI Phantom clone. Okay, so it's assumed to be available in different colors, blue, green, orange and yellow. So today I will present the blue one. So here is a quadcopter, so in the blue color. So this is a little bit more larger than, for example, the Epson X4. So for example, we give you the size of the motor to motors. So it's close to 8.5 centimeters square, yes, like this. Okay, and the props are 5.5 centimeters long. They are exactly the same that the flying eggs of the GXD388, for example. And I will present a little bit later in detail this quadcopter. What you will find also in the box, you will find the transmitter. Okay, this is the same transmitter than the flying eggs. Inside you have the reference of this SH6057. So exactly the same in blue color this time, taking the shape of the bird. So, I will explain in detail the role of each button. And what also you will find in the box, you will find this USB charger cable ending with micro OD connector, okay, and a set of two spare props, one clockwise, one counterclockwise, only two. A screwdriver in order to, for example, to install the 6 AA batteries, not included, and finally instruction manual in English, correctly done, so not really Chinese, so it's okay. So it's a good news. So I will present more in details now the quadcopter itself. So it's taking the shape of a mini DJI Phantom, so as you recognize, X shape. You have some very light props guard, and if I'm honest, I don't think they are very efficient, because you can bind them very easily. So if you have a shock, the props will be touched without, unfortunately, without problems. So they are not really efficient. So you can fast remove them in order to save only 1 or 2 grams only. You have a very large battery bay there, of course ending with the battery with the micro OD connector, and you can insert the chip Lipo 1 Celsius rated 20C and 500 milliampere hours capacity. So you have to insert, taking the connector cable on the right, insert like this by pushing the connector cable of the quadcopter on the left, and the cable of the Lipo on the right. You push until the end, and after you connect and you bind your cable and you close the battery bay. So this is tricky. You can install a larger micro Lipo, for example this Nanotech rated 750 milliampere per hour, but be aware with such model the polarity are inverted, so you have to remove the top part, solder and invert swaps the two polarity, and after you can install it, but in these cases you cannot close the doors, so you can extend your flight duration with such a bigger capacity battery. And of course you can use, for example, the for GXD389 Lipo of the flying cars. It's working perfectly, exactly the same format, but this one is rated 25C. What I can say also, you can find here the antenna exiting from a small hole. since I disassembled it already, usually I like to put the antenna vertically. Of course, when you will receive it, it's not like this. So I did that because I want to favorize the horizontal propagation of the wave in order to extend the range in the horizontal plane. So, well, you can dig a small hole like this. Another remark, when you will receive it, the feet here, the rubber red feet, can pop up very easily, so add a drop of glue inside and in order to fix them definitively. The motors size are, if I take the measure, they are, sorry, zeros. They are close to 7 millimeters, so they are 7 by 20. Okay, so they are maybe a little bit underrated. Some 8.5 by 20 should be more adapted, I guess. The scale is of the quadcopter is close to. I will use this small box to maintain the quadcopter. So I will tar this box first up and put the quadcopter. The weight is 36 grams. .1. It's a little bit heavy, okay, but not so bad. And with the Lipo battery will be, for example, close to 50 grams. Okay, so if you remove the prop guard, you can save maybe 1 or 2 grams maximum. So it's not so incredible. So I will now focus more on the transmitter. This is the transmitter of the Cheerson Flying Egg, exactly the same, so there are some drawbacks. The main drawbacks are the look and also the trim button. While they are strange, for example, you can find the throttle trim button on the left shoulder button. So, for example, if you hear the beep, it means that you reach the central position. Here, the two left buttons are dedicated for the left one to the camera function, if there will be a camera version of this Cheerson 30, and here is to activate the dual rate. If when you press it, you hear two beep, meaning that you are entering in the expert mode, and if you press again, you return to the begin mode, the default one. The two right ones are for the trimming of the left and right position. And finally, this knot is to trim the forward and backward. Okay, so it's not usual button, so you can also touch them accidentally, so it's not efficient. And the big one is just emitting a beep. Okay, so I will make a small demo flight. So I will connect the battery first, micro LED connector. Okay, push the battery. Oh yes, I forgot to mention that you have a small green LEDs on the top there. It's the control. It's indicating that the flipping mode is activated. You press the flipping button, waiting for the direction where to flip. Okay. Okay, the battery base sometimes is a little bit hard to lock, but it's okay. So, and it's also indicating the LED control. You have a small red one, okay? So, when I will maybe have to disconnect again the micro LED, close the transmitter, okay? So, start the transmitter. Okay, now it's binding. You can see that you have no more colors. Okay, it's not very visible there, the LEDs control. For example, when you are starting the calibration procedure by putting the box sticks in the left position, you can really see the fast flashing LEDs on the top of the canopy. This is a drawback. Okay, but this procedure is to calibrate when you are on a flat surface your quadcopter. I will assume that is done. I will fly with the open battery bay. It won't change anything. So I will check that each props guard are not blocking any props. and I will make a small flight. The flying duration is approximately 6 minutes. It's very stable, as you can see. The yaw rate is good. I'm in the beginner mode, so it's quite agile, very stable. Now I will enter in the expert mode, so now the pitch and yaw angle are much more pronounced. The yaw rate is not proportional, so it's the same as the beginner mode. Well, it's flying great. You will see in the outdoors video. So it's not bad. The stick of the transmitter are a little bit shorter, so if you are a puncher, me I'm somber, it's okay, but if you are flying with taking the stick like this, it will be a little bit hard, but it's okay. It's very, very stable and silent. Oops, sorry, I missed the landing. So it will be okay. So the good news is concerning the radio protocol, because this one is also compatible with a lot of Cheerson transmitter, as well as the CH transmitter, or Toys V252 Pro, and if you have a Devo controller, you can also bind it. So for example, if you select a model using the YD717 and select the Skywalker protocol, you will be able to bind it. It's not a problem at all. So I will replug the transmitter, and as you can see, it's already binding. I will recalibrate the stuff. Okay, I will recalibrate. Both sticks in lower left position. It should be okay now. I wait 2 seconds. It's working perfectly. Okay, so you can fly with your Devo controller or any the Flying Eggs transmitter or other GXD, the Flying Car transmitter is also working, or the 391, 93 should work. Okay, thank you for watching this review. If you like it, please subscribe my channel. So to resume, this quadcopter is very stable. You can have close to 6 minutes of flying duration thanks to this Lipo battery. Very fast forward, as you will see in the video. Well, the props guard are not really efficient, and but got a very amazing bright LEDs, as you can see, so very good for night flying. So I like it. Think to glue the rubber feet in order to not lose them. And well, you can install a larger battery to extend the flying duration, or use another transmitter if you don't like already the shipped one. But it's a very nice model. I like it. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.